a brand new movie called The Substance that has recently come out, and I would have not heard about it without Letterboxd, where it is currently trending at number 2. It was at number 1 for a little bit and has a 4 out of 5 on there. So thankfully for that app, I was able to catch a very good movie that I would have never heard about otherwise. And now I'm bringing you my review. The Substance is a brand new horror film from 2024 starring Demi Moore. It does kind of lean itself, when you read about it and when you look at it, to be this horror movie that likes to take these strange twists and turns, but nothing can really compare you for what you're getting yourself into when you read these, descriptions of the movie or you see these pictures from the film. I would actually say that it lends itself more towards a horror comedy. I don't know if everyone would agree with me on that, but there are some funny parts to it and some funny aspects. And I think the way this movie is so out there and so outlandish is what's funny about it to me. A lot of these modern day horror movies, they try to play it safe, try to play it simple. And this one does not do that at all. This one goes all out. It really just goes for it, and you can see that while you're watching it, especially in, I'm sorry, there will be spoilers in this review, especially in the ending when the creature or the monster, whatever they were calling it, comes out onto the stage. You truly are not expecting that. As I was watching the film and I was around the second act of it and I was really getting into it and seeing what the story was about, in my head I was thinking of all these possible ways this film could end, and not once did the actual ending cross my mind. And I think that's cool because there's a lot of horror movies out there nowadays that once you've seen, 50, 100 horror movies, you can kind of guess the ending to these simple ones. A movie that I saw recently that is actually a fairly good film. I'm not bringing a review on it, so I'm just going to discuss it here real quick. It's called Speak No Evil. About halfway through that film, I pretty much knew where the ending was going. There was a little twist there that I didn't figure out, but when you can guess the ending of a horror movie, it kind of takes away from it for me. So with this one, The Substance, I was truly shocked and rattled the whole time through. And at the end, my mouth was open. I was just so confused. I couldn't believe the way they took this film. And I think that really adds to it. As far as the performances, I think Demi Moore does a great job in this film. She is definitely the standout of it. And the girl who plays young Demi Moore, I can't remember her name right now, but I know she's been in a lot of other movies recently, such as Driveway Dolls and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I think she was very good in this film. I think she did a great job as a young Demi Moore. I think she really killed it with that. And overall, I just think this is a very fun experience in the theaters. I was in there, it was semi-packed, it was halfway full, and there were some scenes that had people turning away and not able to look at the movie. There were some scenes where people were laughing out loud at just how out there it was and how crazy this film was. I don't even know if it was jokes that they were laughing at. There wasn't many jokes or attempts at humor in this movie. It was just how crazy it was. It was almost like a nervous laugh coming out of people. And I thought that was cool to see. I do highly recommend this one if you're looking for a movie to go to right now for the Halloween season. As far as movies for the Halloween season, there's not much out right now. Once this review comes out to you guys, Terrifier 3 will be out, so that is one that people will be checking out. I know Smile 2 comes out soon, but really besides this and Beetlejuice, I don't see many horror movies out there to go see. I really think that if you're going to watch one, I recommend this one. It is very fun. It is very different. It's not like anything you've ever seen before. Yes, it does pull from different things. I remember thinking while watching the film that there's a couple scenes that remind me of Stanley Kubrick movies, like Space Odyssey or Clockwork Orange. And there was other scenes that was pulling inspiration from other, horror movies or comedies in recent history. I do like how the director, you could tell, has movies that they're into and things that they appreciate, and they're pulling them into here. Some things I'm thinking of are like John Carpenter movies with The Thing, or like I said, Stanley Kubrick films, or The Elephant Man, even in a way, towards the end, kind of brought back memories of that movie for me. I don't know, I think all around this is a well-rounded film. It has good acting, it has a good story, it has a great ending, and it all culminates in a truly awesome story that I recommend everyone watching. I know I've been mostly positive, and I am mostly positive on this film, but I do have a couple negatives here and there. And while I'm super positive on the ending, I'm also kind of negative on it, so I guess you could say I'm mixed on the ending. As in, yeah, it is great that it surprised me and I wasn't expecting the ending. I was totally shocked, and I was honestly kind of happy with the way they took it, that it was so different and out there. But something about it didn't sit right with me also. I mean, I loved it and I also didn't love it at the same time. I know that doesn't make sense, but that's the best way I can put it, is something about the ending didn't sit right with me. There's something that I wish they did that they didn't do, and I don't even know what that thing is, but it just, that was the way I was feeling while watching it. I think that dropped it down a little bit for me. But overall, when it comes to horror movies, I think this is one of the best horror movies of the year. And when it comes to just movies in general, I think this may be one of the best made movies of the year. Is it one of my favorites? Maybe not, just because, like I said, there was something about it that was kind of pulling the score down for me. But overall, just on a movie-making level, this movie is fantastic, and I would love to check out this director's other works if they have any. I'm really not sure if they do. After this review, I'm going to get on Letterboxd and check out this director and see what they have out there. If you guys know of any other works from this director, leave them in the comments below and let me know if they are good. But overall, I do recommend this film. So, with my final thoughts, like I said, a well-made movie, a movie I did enjoy and I do think that you should go watch. And for my final score, I'm going to go with a 7.5 out of 10. I think that's a fair score for it. Like I said, it is one of the best made movies of the year, but it isn't exactly the movie for me. I do enjoy it, I'm happy I saw it, and I thought it was a really good experience, but I don't think personally I would ever put it on and watch it again. So that's why it's coming down to like a 7.5, because if it's a movie that I am thinking about watching again, a movie I want to come back to, that would lend itself to a higher score. Well, anyways, thank you all so much for watching my review, and I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to leave a like on this video and subscribe to my channel. We are building up, guys. We are at 300 subscribers now, and I can't wait to get to 500. Like I said, I plan on doing giveaways when I get there. Really, you know, give myself to this channel and start buying things for giveaways and different things that I would like to do just to give back to you guys for giving so much to me. So thank you all so much and have a great day.